Okay, here we go.
Are we on?
We are on.
All right.
All right, guys. This is Ian. I forgot your last name.
Ian CORZINE.
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 Ian CORZINE.
Yeah. My channel is Ian CORZINE, Heart of the Matter, and actually we focus on social media law. We help creators be able to get, copyrighted material, answer various questions so that they can make their videos, maximize their videos.
Hey everyone, Heather here, and it's time for another creator feature. Today I'm highlighting Ian CORZINE, a business attorney based out of Los Angeles who also has a YouTube channel. We met at Cody Warner's No Small Creator meetup when he was here in LA, and at the event I had the pleasure of sitting down with Ian and talking to him a little bit about how he uses YouTube. Now, when I do creator features, I like to share takeaways that I got from that creator after I show the interview, but for Ian, I'm actually gonna share with you the first takeaway before the interview, just so you have that as context as you go into it, because I think he's just such a fantastic example of my first takeaway, which is using YouTube for business. A lot of what I do as an entrepreneur is showing businesses how they can use new media to achieve their business objectives, and Ian is like such a prime example of doing this fantastically. Let me show you what I mean. So here's Ian's website for his law office. To me, it's exactly what I would expect from a lawyer's website. It's clean, it's professional, it gives his background, talks about their services that they offer and what they can help you with, but it's also just very lawyer-y in terms of, very clean cut, very suit and tie, very professional. It's just what I would expect from a lawyer. And I would say this vibe is just expected from people who are in these industries like law and finance and taxes and stuff like that. But what Ian does absolutely flawlessly through his YouTube channel is showing a different side of his brand that doesn't take away from his experience and professionalism, but makes him more approachable. People do business with people at the end of the day. If you're a business owner, there's 1,000 other people doing exactly what you do. But the reason why a customer or client chooses to do business with you is because they have a connection with you. And through his content on YouTube, Ian's able to build that connection with people even before they walk into the door. So check out the rest of the interview. So the first thing I want to talk to you about, I didn't prep you on this, but your field, well,
yes.
not law, but what you do didn't exist 10 years ago.
That's exactly right.
Talk to me about that.
Well, what's funny is that we are in the infancy of lawyers on YouTube. Most people don't understand what I'm doing, and I'm staying up late at night to make these videos, and I publish.
That they even need you.
It's very true.
Yeah.
They really don't even have any social media presence themselves. But what I did maybe about 6 months ago, I did a lot of research, and I found that I guess 70% of the largest companies are going to be spending money on micro-influencers in the next 5 years. And I was like, boy, I better jump on this train before it's left me behind. And luckily, it's kind of cool. I'm 46, so I've gotten a level in my career now where I still can access you young people, but at the same time, I have 20 years of experience in the law. Yeah. So it's been great. I've just started in April. We're about 4 months in or so, and it's going really well. So do you work directly with the influencers or the brands that are working with influencers, or? Well, my law practice is a lot of business litigation. So we're actually in court, defending people and suing people. But as far as my YouTube channel, yes, we work with a lot of micro-influencers, a lot of legal marketing people to be able to educate them on what they can do with their small business and actually maximize their growth. That's so cool. Yeah. At any platform, right? Just being online, an online influencer. Well, it's so funny you asked that. My focus is now shifting. It's so funny. I was really YouTube oriented, and I still am, but Instagram is unbelievable. I'm educated by my daughter, who's 14 years old. But IGTV, Instagram stories, Instagram in general, these are really the areas that are blowing up, and especially for small businesses. I mean, Gary Vee says that you want to go where the eyeballs are, and they certainly are on YouTube, they certainly are on LinkedIn, but they're really on Instagram. Yeah. So I've been actually doing a couple tutorials on how to import copyright law concepts to the Instagram accounts. Okay, so how would your content benefit me? Like, I guess one of the questions I had was a brand reached out to me and asked if they could use my picture as like part of their promotional stuff. Is that something that
because I was like, is that okay? How much do they pay me? Do I need a contract for this? Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. That's me. You know, us people, you know, this practice is kind of growing out
you're
of something.
evolving. Just like what are the names that are?
It used to be called entertainment law. It could be business law, but now there is a hashtag social media law hashtag.
Wow.
And it's slowly getting there. But yes, it's contracts. You know, you got to be careful these days. Right now, I'm appearing on your show, and I'm appearing in a lot of other shows, and my image is all out there. And if I don't keep track, I could have a problem someday, and it could be misused. I'm sure it wouldn't be misused here, but other people could misuse it. And so it's really important that you speak to a legal professional before you start doing, like you said, promotions or entering into long-term contracts. Just send it over. It doesn't cost a lot to be reviewed and said, hey, you should do this, you should do that.
At what point should someone consult a lawyer?
Well, you know, I think they should start consulting a lawyer. I was talking to Indy Jamma Jones out there when they start getting approached by these brands. And I got to tell you, most of the time when you're being approached by brands, we're talking multi-$1,000 deals anyway. So spending a little bit of money in the front to be able to make sure that you have the right contract is really important.
Right.
So the question we were talking about earlier on is how can small businesses use social media to be able to maximize their business? The stats are this: 9% of American small businesses are using social media. So all I got to tell you is, if you want to get involved, it's ripe for you getting involved. I think the first step is really for someone to actually consult a social media consultant and figure out how their how their business is best served. So, quick example: if you're a plumber in San Diego, the bottom line is you want to do a lot of local social media, right?
Of course,
You want to, some people are paying
within 10 miles or whatever.
That's right. So Google searches, all that stuff is really, really important. However, if you have a larger market, then you may want to be doing, Instagram. You may want to be doing LinkedIn stuff. If you are a person that is mostly in a consultative basis, where you're doing stuff online and over the Zoom or Skype, LinkedIn is actually the key for that. That's blowing up right now. So it depends on what your business is. So I always say, talk to a social media consultant, depending upon your business. That's the best thing.
How much time did you spend on figuring out a content strategy for the branding and the marketing part of it?
Forever. I mean, I was so scared going in because even though I love videography and I love public speaking, I just didn't know how to go about it. And I just assumed that I could jump in with other lawyers and be, in a chorus of people doing the same thing. It turned out that there are lawyers on YouTube, no doubt about it, but there aren't lawyers on YouTube that are actually providing a benefit. I mean, most of these lawyers are bragging about how they got a verdict or whatever, but there aren't people that are teaching, that are educating. And that's what I wanted. I really wasn't involved in needing the money or anything like that. I just wanted to get the information out to people so they could use it and not be taken advantage of by the law. So my goal is actually to get out there and help creators create in a lawful manner. It's kind of the wild, wild west out there right now.
Oh, it's insane.
Right?
It's so crazy because, I mean, consumer behaviors are changing. The way that brands are, dedicating their advertising budgets and marketing budgets, I mean, they're spending, they have influencer budgets now. That didn't exist before.
Didn't exist, and it literally didn't exist months ago. I mean, it's really blowing up right now, and so I encourage all small businesses to forget about flyers, forget about these things they hand out at meetings. I swear to God, you need to focus on social media. It is out there, and it really, really works. I've done some Facebook ads, I've done some Instagram ads, and it really, really works. In the last month, I think I brought in $60,000 in fee deposits for my practice. So it really works. How
much did you know about videos? Like if someone's like, I've never made a YouTube channel, I've never made a video. From my experience, people on YouTube are willing to forgive poor quality if the content's good.
True.
But what's your setup?
Well, I'm kind of a little bit of a techie guy, so I have a kind of a fancier setup just because I like it.
You were already doing that.
I was already doing it. Actually, I was already doing Facebook videos with my family, and we're jumping off rocks and all sorts of things. But I will say this, guys. You won't see this advice very often, except for maybe on Gary Vee's channel. It is a commitment. There's no easy way to do it. When I started my channel, I had to research a solid 3 months to say, can I do this? I mean, literally.
Dedicate time.
Dedicate time. Because you and I, we work hard, but we're up till midnight, 1 in the morning, doing dumb editing and things like that you don't see. But we do it because we believe in it, we're passionate about it, and we know that it works.
It pays off.
Yes.
100%.
So there's a couple ways you can do it. I think the only way really that is the best way is that you actually do it yourself, but you got to get a content calendar. You got to make sure that you commit to post every Tuesday or whatever.
Put the processes in place so you don't drive yourself crazy. Yeah,
exactly.
Thank you, Ian.
Oh, thank you. It's been awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Second takeaway from Ian is social media law. This part, Ian, if you ever watch this, I definitely want to connect with you more about the whole industry and field of social media law, because especially for what I'm doing in promoting digital literacy, I love that not only are businesses recognizing this, but lawyers and people in the field of law are recognizing that social media law is a thing. It really just shows how far the digital media space has come. It's a real economy. There's business being done there, and there is a legitimacy to being an influencer or a content creator. That being said, to anyone who is a creator, it is kind of a weird time that we're in right now, just because anything that happens is kind of going to be the first thing that happens, because this never all existed before. Can you just take your camera into a restaurant and start filming? Can you film in public if people's faces are in it, if kids' faces are in it? What are the implications about sharing how you feel about a certain brand's services or products? These are all things to think about, and if you are a creator or if you're a business who's working with creators, definitely go check out Ian's channel, because that is a lot of what he talks about on YouTube. So Ian, thanks for sitting down with me, and again, if you haven't had a chance to check out Ian's YouTube channel, I'll leave a link in the description underneath this video. Catch you guys later. Bye.